Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Miss Uzma Mumtaz. I hope you all are fine and happy. With the name of Allah, today we are going to start our new topic. Before starting, before going on to this topic, I want to share some pictures with you. Let's see, this is the something which you have already have seen in your life. Okay, these are journal things which we see in our daily life. The first picture is showing that is the pack of cards. Second one, flock of birds. Third one, a bunch of keys. And the fourth one, a group of girls. So on like this, we have the cricket team, group of boys, group of students, and team football team. So different when we collect the different things, when we make the group of anything, we give the different name to them, like pack of cards, flock of birds, bunch of keys, group of girls. So these are the collection of different things. So these would be used for this collection in our daily life. But in the mathematics, when we collect the different things, okay, different objects which belongs to the different families. So the word which we use for the group, flow, pack, and team, whatever the collection we have to. So this for this purpose in the mathematics we use the word set. That is our new topic. Okay, this is our chapter number 1, introduction to sets. What is the set? Let's see what is the proper definition of set, on which thing the set definition is built up. Okay, a set is a collection of well-defined and distinct objects. A set is a collection of well-defined and distinct objects. In on these two words, the set definition is based. Collection. Which thing collection? The thing which you are collecting for making the set, it must be the well-defined and distinct objects. Well-defined means it must be has its own identification, and the distinct, the little meanings of distinct is here is no repetition of any element. Every element is different from the other element which are the part of set. We see in the detail what are well defined means, what is the meaning of distinct of them with the example. A well-defined object is one that has specific property by which we can easily identify whether or not an object belongs to the given set. Okay? A specific property well-defined means first does not vary. Does not vary means there is no change in this thing. There is no change in its property. Okay? If I give the example, if I making the set of days of the week which are starting with letter T, so what will be the answer? Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, so all give the same answer to me because it has the property. I check the which days of the week start with letter T, so I will get Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, we can easily identify that these are the dead days which are starting with letter T. Okay, let's see the example. Before giving the example of well-defined data or undefined data, I want to tell you that we are always denote to the name of the set by the capital letter of English alphabet. Okay, you can see in these examples A, B, C, D we are using here before the equal to sign. These are the name of the set. Okay, so we always use the capital letter of English alphabet when we write the name of any set. Okay, after that we use the equal to sign, then write the objects which are the part of the set, describe that. Okay, first you have to open the curly bracket, write describe the type of the set, objects of the set, and then close with the curly bracket. Okay, this is the way to represent any type of set. Now see that example of well-defined or undefined data. Set A, days of the week. The days of the week always remain the same for all of us. So we can define it in the set form. So therefore, this data will be well-defined data. Set B, games you like play. This is the undefined data. Why it is a undefined data? Because the different person like different games. So answer would be different. Therefore, this data is undefined data. Let's see the set C. Intelligent student in your class. Intelligent student, some students are intelligent according to if they like the math subject, they are expert in the math. Some are like science subject, some like islamiyat, some like english, and the different people like the different subjects. So different has the different ability and different subject. Okay, so we cannot count their intelligence, so therefore we cannot define it in the well defined. Okay, therefore it is the undefined data. Now let's see the set D. All vowels are English alphabet, it always remains the same for all of us. So A, E, I, O, U, therefore it is a well defined data. Meaning of distinct objects. A distinct object is one that is different from the other object in the set. Okay, it means if any object is repeating in the set, we cannot count or write it again. Every when you making a set, the objects which are including, when you compare one object with the rest of the object of the set, they are different. This is the different from the other object. Let's see the example. I have an example of the set of letters in the word mathematics. You have to create the set letters which are included in the mathematics. So you have to keep in your mind the definition of set. Well defined, the letters of mathematics word is the well defined data. We can do it. Mathematics spelling remain the same for all of us. Okay, so when we create the set of letters of mathematics, the answer would be same for all of us. Okay, the second thing, the objects which are the part of the same must be distinct objects, no repetition. Of every object different from the other object from in which are belongs to the set. Here I'm taking now for making that set of letters of word mathematics. First, I have to denote the set name with the any capital letter of English alphabet. Okay. Now I have taken here A, then use the sign of equal, open the curly bracket here. The first letter of mathematical word is M. So we will write M here. Then A, write the A here. T, write the T here. H, then write H here. E, write E here. But now the M is coming again in this spelling. So we really have written here, so we don't write M in this set again. Okay, same with the A, same with the T. We don't write these three letters again in the set. Now E, C, S, they are not repeating elements, so we include in this set. Okay, so when we compare the M with the rest of the element with the rest of the letters of this set, so this is the different from all the objects which are part of this set A. In the above example, every element is different from the other elements in the set. Okay, I hope you all are clear the proper definition of set on which the is well defined and distinct object. So now we see that what are the members or elements of set. The object, the things which belong to the set are called member or element of a set. Okay, let's see the example. The name of the set is here A, and the elements of this set are A, B, C, D. These are the object of this set. Okay, so A, B, C, D, small a, B, C, D are the elements or members of the set. Okay, in this example, A, B, C, D are the members of the set. The element of a set are said to belong to or do not belong to the set. When the elements are belong to the set or do not belong to the set, for to describe it we use the different symbol to describe it. Okay, if any element the symbol is the part of the set, if the element it belongs to is part of the set, we use this symbol which you can see in this slide. Okay, this symbol is used to denote belongs to or is an element or is a member of set. We can use these three phrases for this symbol. Okay, now if any element or member does not belong to the set, so we use the that sign for denoting does not belong to, or it is not an element of, or is not a member of. This symbol is represent to, these both symbols represent to the belongs to or does not belongs to the set, any element which you want to describe. Okay, this belong to or it does not belongs to. Let's see the example in which we see that how we use these symbols belongs to or does not belong to between the elements or name of the set. Here I have the set A and the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I take 4 and write the name of the set. Between them we have to put the symbol which we use for the belongs to or does not belong to. So first we check that the element 4 belongs to the given set or not. If it is, so use the symbol of belongs to. If it is not, so use the symbol of does not belong to. So 4 is an element of set A? Yes. So we use the symbol of belongs to and read it 4 belongs to set A or 4 is an element of set A. And in other case, instead of 4, I have taken 5 here and then write the name of the set which is given. Now check that 5 is an element of given set or not. It is not. So we use here the sign with the symbol which we use for the does not belong to. Okay. Then we read it 5 does not belong to set A or 5 is not element of set A. I hope you all understand about today's lecture. Okay, it is a little introduction of set definition and what are the members or elements of the set and how we present to the set and the symbol which we use for the belongs to or does not belong to any element of the given set. Okay, inshallah, related to this lecture, we will start the exercise to solve the some different sums of exercise. Okay, if you have any question about this lecture, this topic, so you can ask me in the Zoom live classes. Take good care of you. Okay, inshallah, we will meet in the live session of the Zoom. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.